As you know from filling up your tank over the last few months, prices have been on a roller coaster ride. In fact, gas price volatility has become such an issue, the Federal Trade Commission just launched an investigation into price manipulation of all aspects of gasoline production. That's on top of an already existing Justice Department investigation into speculation and fraud. There is so much that goes into gasoline production and its price. Energy Now's Josh Zepps has this lesson for us.
Of all the things you buy on a regular basis, the one with the most visible price has got to be gas. I'm betting that a pint of milk could go up or down by 10 or 20 cents and you wouldn't even notice, but that thing is in your face every single day. So we're going to look at some of the things that you probably don't know about that price.
First, Shell gas station owner Scott Brown says don't blame him for higher prices at the pump.
So when gas prices go up, do you make more money?
We actually make much less money because our margins get very compressed. Typically there's so many things, whether it's the metro tax, which is basically 2% of the street price, credit card charges, 3%, and you can never pass all those additional charges onto the consumer. As the price goes up, I get really just crushed.
You can say screwed.
Yeah. No, not at all.
How much are you making off a gallon of gas?
It'll change from day to day, but on average, it'll be between 1 to 3 cents.
So if you're not making any money on gas, how do you make money?
Well, if you've noticed as you drove around, all the gas and goes are pretty much gone as a class of trade. And now all service stations, gas stations, have to have alternative profit centers.
It's what we're calling the Cheetos effect.
For example, if someone is to come in, fill up their tank for $70 and buy this bag of Cheetos, for $1.50, I'll make more money on the Cheetos than I will on the gasoline fill-up.
Here's a breakdown of what you're paying for. The Energy Information Administration says that on average, for each dollar you spend on a gallon of regular gas, 65 cents is paying for that light sweet crude, 14 cents goes into turning that crude into gasoline at the refinery, 13 cents is taxes, federal, state and some local, and 8 cents goes into marketing. So clearly crude oil is the major factor in the price of gasoline. But where does most of the imported oil in the US come from?
To find out from where America gets most of our oil, I'm joined by someone who knows all about this. Elliott is the editor of the Energy Strategist. This is the Saudi Arabian embassy, Elliott. Do we get most of our oil from Saudi Arabia? How about Kuwait? Venezuela? Iran? There's no embassy of Iran. So, Elliott, you're telling me that this is the largest supplier of oil to the US? Canada? It's been a fascinating conversation. Thanks for your time, Elliott.
You're welcome.
We went inside to talk with Canadian Ambassador Gary Dua about just how much oil we get from them.
2.5 million barrels a day go from Canada to the United States, but it's all in North America.
I guess this is just because of the logistical simplicity of getting it here?
Logistical simplicity and supply.
But just because Canadian oil is closer doesn't mean it's cheaper. Oil is a global commodity. It's sold at prices that are set by traders on stock exchanges. And one quirk of the modern global economy is that wherever we get our oil from, even if we drill it and buy it from ourselves, every oil dollar still benefits Saudi Arabia. To explain this, imagine if the world's most important commodity were not oil, but chocolate chip ice cream.
Here I am the world's #1 owner of choc chip ice cream. I was born on top of underground oceans of the stuff. I am the Saudi prince of ice cream. Over there, that's Mitchell. He's the world's #1 consumer of choc chip ice cream. He eats it by the gallon. He is the United States of ice cream consumption. And between us here is Noah. He's a trader on Wall Street. He buys ice cream from me. He sells the ice cream to Mitchell. Now, because ice cream is the most important commodity in the entire world, needed by everyone everywhere, I personally don't really care where Mitchell gets his ice cream from. As long as he keeps shoving his face full of ice cream, I get to charge a premium price to the trader in between.
Here in the US, we consume about 379 million gallons of gas a day. And just like there are a lot of flavors of ice cream, there are also a lot of flavors of gas.
One thing you may not know is that there's no such thing as regular gas. The gas that you buy in Texas is different from the gas that you'll buy in Wisconsin.
The gas that you buy in winter is different
From the gas that you buy in summer. So I went to find an expert to explain how it all works.
Well, there's all different types of components that can be added to gasoline at various points of the year to bring it to a level that is considered acceptable for environmental standards. Federal EPA in the summertime sets what's called your Reid vapor pressure level. Your level of volatility in your gasoline has to be brought down to particularly low levels.
which drives prices up.
In the wintertime, those levels can get a lot higher. And that's one of the reasons why you see prices change.
Also, different parts of the country and different states are using
Exactly,
literally different
exactly.
types of gas.
Between regular grades and premium grades and all the different specialty grades of gasoline that are coming out of the refinery, blend stocks and finished grade, I mean, there would be about 10 different types of gasoline.
All being used in cars all over the country.
Yes, exactly.
So the next time you're feeling pain filling up at the pump, spare one tiny fleeting thought for the long, complicated, convoluted process that made that number what it is. In Springfield, Virginia, Josh Zepps, Energy Now.